This is our video on how to hook up the Hallmaster weight distributing hitch. There's your receiver pin. It just slides in there. Pin goes through here. And the safety clip on the other side. Once you've got that hooked up, you back your vehicle in. I've already got it backed up at this point to line up your coupler with your ball. Pull the latch back like so and lower it down. At this point, slide your latch forward like so. Often, if the ball is not centered, this will not go forward. If that happens, simply get into the vehicle and like bump it in drive an inch or so or in reverse, and it will kind of seat this ball, and that'll allow this to go forward. We got lucky this time, went right in. Put your coupler pin in like that. Now it's time to attach the weight distributing bars right here. Bars are located in the storage area of the camper. There's two of them with chains on them right there. You have a notch cut out on the bar here. This spring clip is going to grab onto that notch and hold this up in place. So take the bar, slide this in up into here until this clicks into place. Here it is installed. Again, just slide this up in until this clicks. Do the same for the other side, just like so. The way this functions is sort of like a wheelbarrow. Once you lower 500, 600, 700 pounds onto your tow vehicle, the rear of the tow vehicle is going to squat. What this does is kind of lift the back of the tow vehicle so you can have a nice, smooth, flat, even ride going down the road. This prevents sway and throws the weight forward onto the front end of your vehicle to help with braking and steering. If you have a half-ton vehicle, you're going to need this. What you're going to do at this point, the chain it will not lock over this point. When you raise the rear of the vehicle, this bar is going to raise with it and actually lift the back of your vehicle. You're going to want to do that until this becomes loose enough that you can rotate this over like that. Let's go ahead and remove your pin from each side and raise the back of your vehicle with the tongue jack. Notice how this bar will get closer and closer to the frame of your camper. So right now, the rear of your tow vehicle is now lifted higher than it's actually going to be going down the road. You're going to hook up the chains. As you can see, the chain is much closer now. It will easily ratchet over. See that? There's a tremendous amount of slack on it now, which is what you want because you now have the tow vehicle lifted. Install your pin through here, like so. and do the same for the other side. Alright, once you have both sides in, pins in place on both sides, both chains are connected. Typically it's the last link on the chain that you'll need. Alright, at this point you're going to lower the tongue jack, and notice as I lower how much tighter this gets. See, we're clear now. Notice how stiff this is now. This is acting like a wheelbarrow and lifting up on the back of your tow vehicle to throw the weight forward. That's how this functions. At this point, the weight distributing hitch is hooked up. All you need to do now is simply hook up your chains. Safety chain number 1 on the right side. Safety chain number 2 along with your emergency brake cable on the left side. Finish raising your jack all the way up. You want to go up. You want to go up. Nowhere past this. Easy, right around here is where you want to stop, where the white sticker is. You don't want to overrun it. Right around there. Now, as you can see, nice and level. When you get to your campsite, you're simply going to reverse the process. Don't forget to hook up your 7-pin connector to your tow vehicle. Right here. So you get to your campsite, unplug this, store it away. Now you'll have to reverse the process. You have way too much tension on these bars right now to try to release this. You're going to go down, up with the jack. It's going to lift the tongue of the camper. And these are going to become loose again, so you can release this. Again, don't forget to chock your vehicle before you disconnect this hitch. You don't want it rolling on you. Vehicle's chocked. Go up with your tongue of your camper. You're going to want to go up until this is loose enough. There's enough slack in it that you can release these. Just continue going up. At this point, the rear of the tow vehicle is now lifting. See how slack this is now? Now it'll release with no problem. Pull your pin. Grab your handle. Pull it over. Do the same to the other side. To release this bar, simply pull out on the spring and release the bar, and it'll drop down. Remove your chains. 7-pin removed, then release the bars. You want to take the bars, store them back in the camper. And remember, this is now lifting the rear of the vehicle. You're going to need to lower this before you remove the hitch pin. Right now it has a tremendous amount of tension on it, pulling up on the tow vehicle. You want to go down until there's no longer weight pulling up on your tow vehicle. You can normally watch your receiver, and you'll see a gap created here once there's no more weight pulling up on your tow vehicle. Like so. So lower down. Kind of want to find the sweet spot where it's not really weight pulling down on your tow vehicle or pulling up on it. Right there. See the gap? At that point, remove your pin, like so. Pull back on your latch. Again, if this is jammed up, the same thing when you're hooking it up. If it's bound in any way, you can always bump your tow vehicle forward or rear, or often I'll just stand on this right here and it'll release for you if it binds up on you. So let's go up with it. At this point it may be bound a little bit. I'll stand on this or have someone bump the vehicle forward or rear and it'll release. Just like that. See that? Alright, at this point you want to pull your vehicle forward about a foot in order to be able to remove this. Because right now if you release this pin, this does not have the room to slide back. It's going to hit up against here. So pull the vehicle forward about a foot. Now that the vehicle is pulled forward, simply reverse the process. Pull your safety clip. Your pin. What I like to do is slide this aft until the hole is exposed so I can go and put the pin back in. So it's easier this way. It's not as awkward when this is laying on the ground trying to install the pin back in. So just slide it aft. Till your hole's exposed. Install the pin so you're not searching for it when you need it. Put the clip back in. At this point, just slide it out. Store it in here with the bars. Make sure you put your clips back in so they're there when you need them. Same thing on the other side. Coupler pin back in. Again, you don't want to lose these pins, so go ahead and put them back in place so you're not searching for them later on. Take the chains, get them off the ground. Range, you don't want them sitting in water rusting. Same thing with the hitch and the bars. Please do not leave them outside on the ground. Don't want them corroding. That's about it. Thanks for watching.